Alright, so this one I want to talk about why are we getting so many Legends Limited units so quickly, and the real reasoning, in my opinion at least, why they're doing this. So, if we look, we have gotten 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Legends Limited units in about the span of 4 to 3 months. Now, given 2 of these were from a celebration, Gogeta Blue and Broly, but the rest, no. LF Future Gohan, just random. Kid Buu, random. Goku Black, I guess you could say Saiyan Day, even though it's literally the opposite. He wants to take over the body and kill them all and kill everything. But regardless, and UI Goku, I don't think it was celebration. Because it wasn't 1,000 days and there was no other celebration prior to this, so kind of random as well. But there's a reason we're getting all these limited units, and it's because you're not supposed to summon for all of them. Now, if we think about it, we look, even me, someone that spends on every banner, I don't have them high stars. Kid Buu, very good unit, 2 stars. LF Future Gohan, 2 stars. Gogeta Blue, 3 stars. I Z-powered him, I pulled him only once. LF Broly, 7, he came back, and I went for him because he's a better unit. It was between Gogeta Blue and himself. Then Rose Z-powered him and pulled him more because I like Rose. Not necessarily this Rose is very good, but I like Rose as a character. And then UI Goku came back once, but I didn't pull him there. Who the fuck doesn't like UI Goku? But my point is, you're not supposed to summon for every single unit in the game. Now, they've done this thing where they've learned, not fully, but enough to say they're competent with it, how to balance Legends Limited units to where they aren't God, Jesus Christ mixed in one. Let me explain. So, Legends Limited Broly can be very good. You run him on Super Saiyans, Blue, Blue, Purple, he could be one of the best characters in the game. Now, if you have him at 3 stars, and you're trying to do that, he won't put out as much as he needs to, but if you're someone that spends, he can solo a team. Even 3 stars, he could, but it's not as easy. Another example would be Gogeta Blue. Gogeta Blue is phenomenal. I was debating the Rose versus Gogeta Blue, but Gogeta Blue at higher stars is phenomenal. The only reason he's not a main god key is because he got replaced by a Zenkai, which, lo and behold, that's kind of the meta we're in now, it's Zenkais. But Gogeta Blue, and this is the point, is he's okay at low stars, but he's very good at higher. Now you might think, oh, that's kind of common sense. No. We go back to Vegeta Blue era. Vegeta Blue at 2 stars would have 1 combo you because of how the battle system worked with you can rush this quickly because he drew this many cards, and you can only swap out once back then, which was the most painful experience of everyone's life, because if you swap out once, boom, you go to a green, then they go to a purple, they go to Merge Masu, they rush you, character dead. 1 character's half health, 1 character's dead. So no, stars don't necessarily make the unit, it just depends the toolkit. Now, another thing on top of that would be the stats. They are nerfing the stats Legends Limited units to incentivize you to summon more. Now, should you summon on every single banner a Legends Limited unit drops? No. Should you summon on every single banner in the game, period? No. And you might say, but I like summoning. Cool, that's great. But, and this is majority for people that like want to do well in PvP, you have to specify what you want and just all in that. You can't like horse around and bullshit it, because look, you're not gonna pull like I just did, basically a 6-star Rose in 20k CC. You're not gonna get that lucky every single banner. You're not. And honestly, even if you're a future main, Rose is not even someone you need. He doesn't replace Purple Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta, and that's Future's main unit. He's the main purple. So you have to pick and choose and understand the characters that you're choosing and the teams that you're running and maining wisely. Like I just said, for example, Rose isn't someone you need if you main Future. Or any team he is on, you do not need him. Gogeta Blue. You run God Key, you don't need Gogeta Blue. That's the thing they're doing. They're making Zenkais as valuable as Legends Limited units. Now, is this good? No, because they are devaluing Legends Limited units by making them an equal / less than Zenkais. Now, there's one that you might make an argument for, maybe even two. UI Goku and Broly. You can argue. They don't get replaced necessarily. Maybe UI Goku gets replaced by Super Saiyan 3 Goku if you don't fully understand how to run UI Goku and use his extra gauge properly. But Broly, no. Maybe Namek Goku, and I'm talking optimal teams here. So like Saiyans for UI Goku and God Key for God Key for UI Goku, and then Super Saiyans for Broly. Maybe Namek Goku replaces him. It's a hit or miss. You could have run Blue Red with Bardock, Gogeta Blue, Bardock, Super Gogeta, and LF Broly. Or you could run Blue Purple with Bardock, Namek Goku, and Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Or instead of that, run LF Broly. It's kind of a iffy scenario, and my mistakes are because I just woke up, so forgive me. It's an iffy scenario. But if we, again, look at two other characters that I haven't even touched on because I haven't used them more than once on their, besides their release, Kid Buu. Kid Buu's really good. Kid Buu, honestly, is UI Goku, just at lower stars. Like, if I had to go back and be like, who should I have chased for more stars? I would have said Kid Buu and Gogeta Blue. Now, do I regret getting Broly and UI to 7? No. But Kid Buu feels so good just at decent stars because I've played against him at 6 stars, 7 stars, and he just feels like such a fucking chore because he always has that damn vanish. He has so many green cards he can get from his team and from himself. Then Gogeta Blue, once you're in a combo, you really are stuck. Like, you can't do anything. Sure, you can cover, that's great. And if you have cover cut units, that's actually better against Gogeta Blue because he doesn't nullify the cut, just nullifies the come in on, like, let's say Rose's cover is a strike come in. So he nullifies that. He doesn't nullify cut and all that. So if there was something I would do better, it would be prioritize the units more. But again, we don't know what's coming out before it comes out, so can't really blame anyone for that. And the last unit, Future Gohan, most underwhelming LF to me. Now, Game Press, you know, our love of the land, talks about them at 3 stars LFs. Well, I'd say Gogeta Blue is pretty alright at 3 stars. I'd say UI Goku's the best 3-star LF, then Broly, then Kid Buu, then Rose and Future Gohan are pretty tied, with the fact that UI Goku has a skill ceiling, which you can master. It's not difficult to master, it just takes a little bit. Broly has the crits, plus his coming in, the card draw, the key, the vanish recovery. Again, another UI Goku / Kid Buu simulator, it's just with the enemy making mistakes. Gogeta Blue with the nullifying and all that, plus the green card, it honestly is like ideal. Kid Buu we talked about, but just his vanish and how much he can do is ridiculous. Now, I would rate Future Gohan below Rose just for the simple thing that Rose, the bleed is just too much. There's no scenario where I'm like, he's doing bad damage, because maybe his strikes don't do as much as you want, right? But it's never like, oh shit, this is awful, because then they come back in from, because they're always going to swap out. Someone starts bleeding, they're going to swap out to their yellow, and tank hits, that's fine. Then they'll start bleeding. I've never been disappointed with Rose's damage, because that basically 20% bleed almost for just free, just because he exists. On any strike, it will happen, unless they're immune, and even then, immunity runs out, so it'll still happen eventually. It's ridiculous. That's the only reason I rate him above Future Gohan. Future Gohan is yellow Future. Sure, he's the best yellow Future. Doesn't really have much competition because Rage Trunks came out anniversary, and Rage Trunks has been pretty dog shit since then because you could just drop combo. Units can still one combo him. Look at LF Gohan, he exists. Now, Future Gohan does go neutral when someone dies. That's great. His main ability seals ultimates, well, blue cards and green cards. That's great for like Namek Gokus, so they can't counter you. So you can actually just all in and, you know, pop your shit, go off. But his support doesn't feel ideal. His damage doesn't feel ideal. He has no like a boost in anything. And the only thing he can do is stall. He stalls, he pops his main to stall more, and that's it. Him himself as a solo unit is not good. That's what I think. And to go back over, the main point would be, why are they dropping so many Legends Limited units? It's because they want to incentivize you to summon for a Zenkai and a Legends Limited. Because if you haven't noticed, Gogeta Blue is Zenkai buffed by God Vegeta. Rose, double Zenkai buffed by Scouter Vegeta, Purple Super Saiyan 3. Future Gohan actually isn't Zenkai buffed. Broly, triple Zenkai buffed. UI Goku, double Zenkai buffed. Kid Buu isn't? Is he? I think Android 21 does. I think Android 21 Zenkai buffs him. I'm not sure. But yeah, they want you to summon for both. And then determine from there, oh, who to use. Because, like I said before, some scenarios the LF is better. Some scenarios they're not. Majority of the time, the LF will be worse. You know, it's just, you're not going to pull an LF to high stars unless you're super lucky or you're spending a lot of money. So I would say prioritize the LF units you want. Don't stop summoning for LFs, I would say. It's just that save more to where you have enough crystals, at least, you know, it's a gacha, it's RNG, but enough crystals to warrant summoning for an LF. So like 50k, 60k, like some anniversary type of thing. Since anniversary kind of is coming up, it would be ideal to not summon for anything, and we're gonna get Legends Limited units before anniversary, I promise you. To not summon for anything until anniversary drops. Now, what will it be? I got no clue. I just hope GT's starting to get their buff with Super 17. So again, if that's a team you want to main, well, here's your chance to start maining it, because Super 17 will be buffing green GT units. That's pretty fucking vast, and that's pretty fucking good. And if that's not a sign of things to come for what anniversary will be, I don't really know what is. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you guys are going to keep summoning for Legends Limited units as often as you are. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.